But you are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's special possession, that you may declare the praises of him who called you out of darkness into his wonderful light. 1 Peter 2:9. My beloved, we stand at a threshold unlike any other in human history. The signs are everywhere, in the heavens, in the nations, in the very fabric of our society. The ancient prophecies are unfolding before our eyes, and those who have ears to hear and eyes to see recognize that we are living in the days the prophets wrote about thousands of years ago. You didn't stumble upon this message by accident. There are no coincidences in the kingdom of God. You are here because the Spirit of the Almighty is calling out to his chosen ones in this critical hour. The Hebrew word for chosen is bahar. It means to be selected, tested, and appointed for a specific purpose. You are not random. You are not an accident. You are strategically placed in this generation for such a time as this. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. But beloved, with great calling comes great responsibility, and with great privilege comes great accountability. The King of Kings has chosen you not for comfort, but for commission, not for ease, but for impact, not to blend in, but to stand out as a beacon of his glory in the midst of darkness. Look around you. Can you not see the convergence of ancient prophecy and modern reality? The signs that Yeshua spoke of in Matthew 24 are manifesting before our very eyes. Wars and rumors of wars, nations rising against nations, earthquakes in diverse places, false prophets deceiving many, the love of many growing cold. But he who stands firm to the end will be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom will be preached in the whole world as a testimony to all nations, and then the end will come. Matthew 24:14. We are witnessing the collapse of systems that seemed permanent. Economic upheaval, social chaos, moral relativism replacing absolute truth. But for those who understand the times, these are not signs of defeat. They are birth pangs of the greatest revival and harvest the world has ever seen. The enemy has overplayed his hand. In his arrogance, he has exposed himself. The very chaos he meant for destruction, God is turning into divine opportunity. The darkness he thought would overwhelm is only serving to make the light of God's people shine brighter. Chosen one, you were born for this hour. Your DNA contains the genetic code of destiny. Your spirit carries the blueprint of divine purpose. You are not here by chance. You are here by divine appointment. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. I appointed you as a prophet to the nations. Jeremiah 1:5. Some of you have been running from your calling. You've been hiding in the cave of comfort, the wilderness of worry, or the valley of victimhood. But the Spirit of the Lord is calling you out. The time for preparation is ending. The time for demonstration is beginning. Your calling is not just about what you do, it's about who you become. God doesn't just want to use you, He wants to transform you into the image of His Son. Every trial you faced, every test you've endured, every tear you've shed has been preparing you for this moment. We are living in the days of convergence, where the natural and supernatural collide, where heaven touches earth, where the ancient and eternal intersect with the immediate and urgent. The prophet Daniel spoke of a time when knowledge would increase and people would run to and fro. That time is now. But you, Daniel, roll up and seal the words of the scroll until the time of the end. Many will go here and there to increase knowledge. Daniel 12:4. Technology that seemed like science fiction a generation ago is now commonplace. Information travels at the speed of light. The gospel can reach every nation in real time, but with great opportunity comes great opposition. The enemy knows his time is short, and he is unleashing everything in his arsenal to prevent the final harvest. Yet greater is he who is in you than he who is in the world. The same Spirit that raised Messiah from the dead dwells in you. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are a victor through Christ who strengthens you. Many of God's chosen ones are trapped in the paralysis of analysis. They're waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity, the perfect circumstances. But perfection is the enemy of obedience. God doesn't call the qualified, He qualifies the called. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9. Moses had a speech impediment, but God used him to deliver Israel. David was a shepherd boy, but God used him to defeat giants and establish a kingdom. Gideon was hiding in a winepress, but God called him a mighty warrior. Your weakness is not a disqualification, it's an opportunity for God's strength to be perfected. The enemy's greatest weapon is delay. He whispers, not yet, not you, not now. But God says, why not you? Why not now? Why not here? Your awakening begins with recognition, recognizing who you are in God, whose you are, and why you're here. It continues with revelation, understanding the times, discerning the seasons, and perceiving what the Spirit is saying to the churches. It culminates in response, stepping into your divine assignment with faith, courage, and obedience. Wake up, sleeper, rise from the dead, and Christ will shine on you. Ephesians 5:14. Some of you have been spiritually sleepwalking through life. You've been going through the motions of religion without experiencing the reality of relationship. You've been satisfied with Sunday Christianity instead of seven-day discipleship. But the alarm clock of the kingdom is sounding. It's time to wake up. Your awakening will disturb others. Light always disturbs darkness. Truth always challenges deception. Your radical obedience will make others uncomfortable with their compromise. Don't apologize for becoming who God called you to be. Purpose without discipline is merely a dream. Vision without preparation is just wishful thinking. God is not looking for the talented, He's looking for the available. He's not seeking the gifted, He's seeking the faithful. Do you not know that in a race all the runners run, but only one gets the prize? Run in such a way as to get the prize. Everyone who competes in the games goes into strict training. They do it to get a crown that will not last, but we do it to get a crown that will last forever. 1 Corinthians 9:24-25. Spiritual discipline is not legalism, it's love in action. When you truly love God, you desire to spend time with Him. Prayer becomes a privilege, not a chore. Bible study becomes nourishment, not obligation. Worship becomes lifestyle, not just a Sunday service. The enemy fears your consistency more than your intensity. He knows that daily devotion will defeat his deceptions. Regular prayer will overcome his strategies. Consistent worship will crush his strongholds. Time is running out. The window of opportunity is closing. The door of grace will not remain open forever. This is not a message to create fear. It's a message to inspire faith. Not to condemn, but to commission. Not to discourage, but to deploy. As long as it is day, we must do the works of Him who sent me. Night is coming, when no one can work. John 9:4. Every day you delay is a day the enemy gains ground. Every moment you hesitate is a moment someone remains in darkness. Every hour you procrastinate is an hour that could have changed a life, transformed a family, or impacted a generation. Your obedience today determines your opportunity tomorrow. Your faithfulness in small things qualifies you for greater things. Your willingness to do what God asks, when He asks, how He asks, becomes the launching pad for supernatural breakthrough. We are living in the season of the final harvest. The fields are white unto harvest, but the laborers are few. God is raising up a generation of radical believers who will not compromise with culture, conform to this world, or retreat from their calling. Then He said to His disciples, "The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. Ask the Lord of the harvest, therefore, to send out workers into His harvest field." Matthew 9:37-38. This harvest will not look like previous moves of God. It will be more intense, more global, more supernatural than anything in history. The very ones the world has written off, the outcasts, the broken, the forgotten, will become the champions of the kingdom. Miracles will become commonplace. Signs and wonders will authenticate the message. The supernatural will become natural as heaven invades earth through yielded vessels who have said yes to God's purposes. Chosen one, you stand at a crossroads. To your left is the path of comfort, compromise, and conformity. To your right is the path of calling, courage, and commissioning. The choice is yours, but the consequences are eternal. Choose for yourselves this day whom you will serve. But as for me and my household, we will serve the Lord. Joshua 24:15. Your response to this message will determine your destiny. Will you shrink back into obscurity, or will you step forward into your identity? Will you retreat into religion, or will you advance into relationship? Will you remain a spectator, or will you become a participant in the greatest move of God in human history? The King is looking for those who will say, "Here am I, send me." He's searching for those who will declare, "Not my will, but yours be done." He's calling for those who will proclaim, "Whether I live or die, I will glorify God." Do not wait for tomorrow what God is calling you to do today. Do not postpone until next year what the Spirit is prompting you to do this year. Do not delay until perfect conditions what God wants to birth in imperfect circumstances. In the time of my favor I heard you, and in the day of salvation I helped you. I tell you, now is the time of God's favor. Now is the day of salvation. 2 Corinthians 6:2. The same God who parted the Red Sea is with you. The same Spirit who raised the dead is in you. The same power that conquered the grave is available to you. There is no mountain too high, no valley too low, no obstacle too great when you walk in divine destiny. Your finest hour is not behind you, it's before you. Your greatest victories are not in your past, they're in your future. Your most significant impact is not what you've done, it's what you're about to do. Chosen one, arise and shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord has risen upon you. The darkness may cover the earth, and thick darkness the peoples, but the Lord will arise over you, and his glory will be seen upon you. It's really happening. The prophecies are fulfilling. The times are converging. The harvest is ready, the King is coming, and you, chosen one, are appointed for such a time as this. Do this before it's too late. Say yes to your calling. Embrace your destiny. Step into your purpose. The world is waiting for you to become who God created you to be. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. Romans 8:28. The time is now. The calling is clear. The choice is yours. What will you choose? For many are invited, but few are chosen. Matthew 22:14. You are chosen, you are called, you are commissioned. Now go and fulfill your destiny in this critical hour.